Hey everyone, it's Blitz back again with another Beyblade burst unboxing, or I should say an attempt at unboxing, because I have no idea how I'm going to open this on camera. This box is bigger than my entire recording area. You can barely see any of it on the camera, but we're going to try, so let's just crack right into it. Is there tape there? No, I think that's it. Okay. Oh, jeez. Oh, boy. That does not want to come out. Hang on, give me a minute. Okay. Then we have this giant thing. Oh jeez. Alright, so we have the stadium, which I'll show you guys closer to the end of the video, because I can't show that on camera. It's too big. And a bunch of other stuff that's taped down. Okay, hang on. We got the left sparking long launcher, the right one. Come on. The actual bays. And yeah, that's pretty much all the important stuff. So I guess let's start getting into these. So here are all the parts to the bays. We'll just go through these one by one, starting with Hyperion. First things first is the metal sparking chip core, which is really nice. These things were pretty tricky to get your hands on for a while, but you get 2 of them in this set, so that's nice. This set is expensive, so it's still not the most accessible part, but definitely is more accessible now, so pretty cool. The Hyperion 2 chip, this is another great part. All this gold part, that's all metal, so this thing does weigh a good amount. Not as much as Solomon, but I do think that with the metal chip core, it is heavier than Lucifer 2. I don't know, I'll have to double check that. But one way or another, is a great chip to have, a great alternative to Solomon. Next, we got the limit break ring. This one is Burn. It is a really good attack ring for right spin, but there are some problems with Hyperion stock combo. We'll get to that in a minute. And here we have Cho, another limit break disc. You can see it's extremely unbalanced, and it will activate on the first click for right spin, so it activates the limit break on Burn really quickly. And something cool, I haven't actually seen a lot of people mention about these, but they're actually shaped like the kanji for Cho and O, so I don't know if I can show that on camera because the box is so big, but if you do look at the box, you can see that, like, it's kind of hard to tell, but you'll notice it. I guess. Next up is Exceed Dash, pretty cool driver. I do like Exceed a good amount. It's kind of like a Extreme, but a bit more unpredictable and with a bit more stamina. Yeah, this one's really free spinning. That'll probably slow down though after a bit of use. Yeah, it's in this really interesting kind of orangish gold color. And then we have the Plus Exceed or Plus X chip. So yeah, you have to align it on this one. So just put it in there, and then you want to get the metal tabs in between these kind of dotted areas, and there you go. And that'll actually lock the driver in place. So yeah, there's XC plus X. Let's put the Hyperion combo all together. Alright, come on. And there it is, all put together. I'll put the stickers on in a moment, like I said, and you can see the limit break happens really quickly. So yeah, there's that. Alright, let's get Helios over here. Again, another metal sparking chip core. This one is in red though. Again, really nice, but same thing. The Helios 2 chip is also really good. This is the new best left spin chip we have so far, and probably will get. This silver part, if you couldn't tell, that is metal, so it weighs quite a bit. And for left spins, we were mainly using Diabolos and Spriggan, so great to have a really heavy left spin chip. Next, we have the Volcano ring. Again, this is a pretty good ring for left spin stamina. It has a really cool looking gimmick break. I think I'll capture a slow motion shot of that activating in a bit. And this is the O disc. Again, it's shaped like the kanji, and this one's much more balanced, and you'll see that it activates limit break on the second click for both left and right spin. Then we have the Zone dash driver. Zone I didn't like a whole lot when we first got it, but this one's going to be a lot better because we actually have this chip, and this helps a lot. But we'll get to that in a second. Again, really free spin, but just the same as the first Zone driver we got, but dash. And of course, you can just smack this chip on, and it remains free spin, but it is a wide plate, and it has crazy life after death from what I've seen. Yeah, let's put this guy all together. Come on. All right. Is that right? Whatever. Hang on. Oh, jeez. All right, and there it is. So, yeah, there he is all put together, and the limit break should happen on the second click. So yeah, there it is. Let me see if I can capture a slow motion shot of that, because it moves really fast and it's really hard to catch on camera. One last thing before we get back to the bays are the two long sparking launchers. The white and blue one is left spin, and the string is noticeably longer. I have, from what I've seen, these don't break as often as the regular ones did, but I'm not completely sure if that is the case, so don't quote me on that. And of course, here is the right spin one. Yeah, these are in the colors of the Zone and XC drivers, so I think it's pretty cool. But I don't like sparking launchers, but if you do, these are going to be probably the two best ones. And here are both the bays all put together with these stickers on. Let's take a look at Helios first. And I like this one a lot better than King Helios's, like color scheme wise. There's a lot more gold in the silver's toned back, and I think the blue and gold looks a lot better. This is definitely the better bay of the two, at least stock combo wise. The more balanced disc is going to be better in pretty much every situation. I don't know why they keep making unbalanced discs. This driver is great. It has great life after death. It's not like the craziest life after death in the game, but it's definitely good enough. And the ring is a pretty solid less spin stamina ring. I don't think it's better than World. I'll have to do some more testing, but yeah. So both the rings on these bays are really good, but I don't think they're the best in like their category, I should say. One thing to the limit break, of course, has this outside piece spin around a whole bunch, and then I'll go from this 5-bladed mode to this 10-bladed mode, and I'll have this little bound bit here. This is really helpful because, like I said, you're trying to do left spin stamina on this, and that bound bit is going to reduce a lot of the recoil this thing would have, and the 10-blade mode just makes it even more round. So yeah, when it limit breaks, it's going to be able to shrug off attacks a lot easier. So yeah, this is Helios Volcano is actually pretty solid, which is kind of surprising since King Helios was really bad. So this is a huge step up. Hyperion Burn, on the other hand, is a bit more disappointing. I did mention earlier that Burn is a really good right spin attack ring, but the problem with this bay is mainly with its stock combo. For starters, let's talk about Cho. First of all, it's really unbalanced, which is not a good thing. I know they like to say, oh, unbalanced rings are great for attack types, but it's really better to have a balanced ring and have it spin longer. This is just killing its stamina right out of the gate. Not to mention that it activates the limit break at the very start, which is a problem specifically with Hyperion. We'll talk about that in a second. Another problem I have is with the chip on the driver. While it does add a bit of weight, the problem is that on Exceed, it's able to hold the tornado ridge because there's like this flat contact point here. But with the chip on, it's not going to hold the tornado ridge as well. So this thing's not going to be able to pick up the speed around the outside. It's going to be banging all around the stadium, killing its stamina faster, and not able to really get like really fast and good hits. So yeah, not great. So like I mentioned earlier, Cho activates the limit break at the very start for right spins, and that is a problem with Hyperion Burn because unlike Helios, his limit break is actually a negative. It looks like it would make the contact points much more pronounced, but what it does instead is these can still be pushed in, so it adds like it like soaks up a lot of damage it would be dealing with these contact points. So you really don't want Burn to limit break during battle, as opposed to Volcano and the End. So really not great. Alright, now let's do a little bit of a weight comparison. Also be weighing Lucifer the End because I forgot to do that in his video, so just a little bonus, I guess. So let's start with Helios. So the metal sparking chip core is about 1.5 grams. The chip itself about 4.13. I actually expected it to be a bit more. That's only that's hang on, let me check with the sparking chip core. 5.62. Yeah, I was actually expecting a bit more than that, because that's actually less than the first Lucifer chip. So yeah, it's still the best left chip, but yeah, it's not quite as heavy as I was hoping it would be. The Volcano ring, 21.37. The disc, 30 on the spot. It's pretty good. Let's see how much Zone Dash weighs. So Zone Dash, 6.04, and the chip is 2.73 grams, and both of those together, 8.78. Okay, and the combo all together, $65.75. So yeah, that's still that's pretty good weight. Not the heaviest bay, but pretty good. Now let's take a look at Hyperion. Hopefully I haven't mixed up their names a bunch in this video, but yeah, chip core should weigh about the same. Yeah, this one I think is a little less, or yeah, it's about the same. We'll just call it that. Hyperion chip, 4.27. Both of those together, come on, go in there. It's about 5.78. The burn ring, 24.48. The Cho disc, 31.56, so it's a bit heavier. And the driver, 6.22. And the chip, 4.15. And both of them together, 10.37. Okay, and let's take a look at Lucifer, the end. So the chip is 6.35, so that's heavier than the previous Lucifer chip and the Hyperion chip. So yes, this is a very good chip. I don't think it's as heavy as Solomon, but this is the second heaviest right spin chip, so very good one. The end ring, 25.57. They all seem to be around there. The disc, 26.75. So that one's the lightest. And drift, which is 10 on the dot. And I almost forgot, the full weight for Hyperion is 72.17. Is that the heaviest? I don't think so. I think Tempest Dragon is still a bit heavier. Yeah, so still pretty heavy. This is the second heaviest sparking bay so far. And here's the full weight for Lucifer. That's also quite good, 68. Woo! So with all that out of the way, let's take a look at the stadium, and then we'll do some test battles. Here is the Dash Stadium, or as much of it as I can get on camera. My feelings on this stadium are a bit mixed. First off, it's not balanced at all. Attack types do really bad. in this stadium. It's just supposed to be like a for fun stadium, and it is pretty fun if you can get an actually good battle out of this, I should say. But my problem is mainly with the pockets. So, of course, there's these two pockets, which are supposed to be hard to get KOs in, and then this one, way in the back, that is supposed to be easy to get KOs in. And my biggest and I think my problem is this one, that it's too easy for Bays to get KO'd there. As you can see on these pockets, it's kind of hard to see. There's a little lip at the end that helps keep the Bays in, as well as the wall there. But on the big pocket, it doesn't have that lip, so Bays just end up, attack types specifically, just end up flying right out of there because there's nothing keeping them in. How I would have changed this is I would have actually made all the pockets like this triangle shape, like that one, and given all three of them the lip. Make it a bit less gimmicky. I do like the ramps and the flat surfaces. Those are fun, but it's just the pockets on the stadium that I think kind of ruin it a bit. Anyhow, let's try it out and do a couple of test battles. Alright, so this video is already probably long enough. So for the test battles, I'm just going to do a couple rounds with the two Bays that came with this set. So let's get into it. Overall, I think this set is pretty solid. There are quite a good few parts in here. The metal chip cores, the actual chips. Both the rings are good. And the Zone plus Z chip seems like it has some pretty good potential. But I don't think this is a great set to get if you're starting out, even though it does come with 2 bays, 2 launchers, and a stadium. I think you're better off getting one of these sets with a regular standard base stadium, like this thing that I use in most of my videos. But if you are a competitive player, this is a great set to get. There's tons of nice stuff in here. So, yeah. That's about it. And I'll see you guys in the next one.